Hello everybody and welcome to Soul Awareness. It's going to be a little different kind of reading today because we're going to go a little bit into history. I knew that as soon as I saw the first card come out. Now, most of you have seen this quirky little deck. It's the Morgan Tarot. It comes from the 70s, so early 70s. So yeah, no doubt, right? If those of you are unaware, this grass is a slang for something else that was in the 70s. And I'm not really going to talk too much about it because I don't want to get demonetized, because I don't want to be talking about that. It's more important the meaning of it, what it means to this reading. And I'm gonna clarify that right now. The funny part is, if you watched me shuffle, the moon card landed right there. And it's a source of confusion. They wanted to make sure, I already knew what it was, but they wanted to make sure that I really knew. If you hear somebody like, feels like she's, you're hearing a hay carpet being discombobulated, you're right, my rabbit has one. It's my new toy for her. She is digging it, which is fantastic, and she is biting into it, giving it heck. And that's what it's meant for. Very healthy for her, very good. I finally found something that was good. So I'm very happy. Today is an A day, yes. So here we go. So looking at grass, right away I heard, find out why. Why did people at the time, and I mean now where I live, it's legal. So, but why was it so important at the time? And right away all I got was, those were the darkest days of human history. The world was on the verge of nuclear war and the Holocaust was about to begin. On the other hand, people in the West were discovering that this plant had properties, right? The thing is I think that people were looking for a better feeling. I mean, that's the thing. So what does that mean? Does that mean that it's bad? Not that per se. I never really thought that anything is bad or awful or whatever. The thing about it is when you use it to escape, when you're using it to escape what you don't want to look at, that's where the problem lies. This is where the confusion is. You get an illusion of happiness, but it's an illusion. It isn't the truth. It isn't real. Just like the moon doesn't shine its own light, the sun, of course, is the one who reflects that light off the moon, right? It's the sun's light being reflected off the moon. It's not the moon that has a light. There's no night light that gets turned on at night on the moon for us to see. This is kind of that same thing, right? It shows us a light, but it's because we're trying to run away from the dark. It's very, it's very navigating. This is the energy that we want to talk about today, okay? This is what we're bringing to light, is how in the past, and even in some ways now, there are different types of things to bring in escapism. That kind of thing that makes you forget that the world. Some of us get our news by scrolling, but some of us run away from the news by scrolling. We scroll what? Bunnies, puppies, funny things that happen, any kind of social platform. Mine sometimes is, one of my favorites is Facebook, maybe Pinterest. My husband, I know, likes Instagram. There's TikTok, of course. There's all of those, right? You just scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll. What does it do? Well, it takes you away, right? The algorithm figures out, oh, she likes puppies and bunnies. Well, we're going to give her some more of that. Oh, she likes spiritually and enlightenment. Oh, we're going to give her some more of that. And you go down that path. And yes, it feels good. Yes, it feels good. And that's fine if you put in blocks of time, which I hope you're doing with mine. You come in and go, this is my Jane time. You come here and you go, this is my Jane time. I'm going to come listen to Jane. I'm going to listen to what she has to say. This is going to, she's going to give me some insight. I love that. But if you're running away from something with Jane, this is not so good. This is not so good. Okay? So, I love this one. Does consciousness ring a bell? This is trying to tell you, okay? And it's written, no, she honks a horn. I love this one. It says, in this reading, right here, this card, and it indicates a specific factor in your situation that will provide great clarity when you become aware of it. Okay? So, in other words, this is awareness. Awareness. So, this reading is meant to give you awareness of what you are doing. Are you escaping your life, or are you living your life? Are you putting blocks of things? Are you taking enough time to deal with a situation? Take a look at it, review it, change it, clarify it, move forward in it? Are you just running away from it? Okay? What are you doing? The Judgment card is, I love the Judgment card. The Judgment card is sitting down and going, all right, what am I doing here? What's going on? What am I looking at? Am I doing things in the proper way, right? Am I looking at this in the right way? What's good? What's bad? What needs to say? What needs to go? How do I move forward? Because the card right after is the World. It's like the culmination. Ta-da! I put all the proper ingredients together, and there's the cake. The Judgment is making sure all the ingredients are right, all the timing's fine, everything that you've learned is good. If there's something that you need to add or take away, do you need to make a new recipe, or do you just, are you going to do the same thing? This is the Judgment card. The culmination is whatever comes out of that. Okay? So you're at this point. Or at least, that's what they're saying. It's time to have a review. When you're on your phone, when you're doing things, are you escaping your life? Much like these people were in the 70s. Escaping the loom of war. And calling it, enlightenment, it's love and whatever. Yet they just didn't want to face the fact that the world was going to hell in a handbasket, much like every decade. We're in one now, right? For a lot of us, you look around going, what is this madness? Okay? But they're saying, this is the perfect time for you to look at what you want your life to look like. Okay? You may not go out there and change an entire country, as much as some of us would love to. And some of us would like to just yell at everybody on the internet. That doesn't seem to help anything either. It just brings more chaos. So what do? Avoidance is not the key, first of all. A lot of people just turn their head away. That's no better than this, okay? What you need to do is concentrate on you. It's not turning your head away. It's concentrating on what matters the most. How can you change your life today? Right here, right now. How can you make it a better place? A better place. Not just, what do I need? Not just me, 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 me. It's me, 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 but also thinking 3 steps forward into what's coming into the future, right? There are magic things that you can do. There are beautiful, magical things. First of all, personal power is one. It is so underutilized, okay? We have different energies that we can call upon. We have the courage energy that we have a love energy, we have a master energy, we also have a magician energy, right? Somebody who makes things happen, who comes up with all the ideas. You have this magician energy. You have things at your disposal that is very magic, that you can utilize to bring things forward, okay? Crucial to his power is how you can adapt it to the situation that you're in right now. We forget sometimes to be adaptable, to be changing, to be moving, to try and get things going in the situation. We forget that we can adapt. There's not just one way or the highway. We can actually juggle things around. We can make different choices. We can adapt. We can multitask. And then choose from that. Then choose from that. I love the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles always makes me feel like I'm going to weigh things, right? There's a balance of things. There's one and there's two. It's not just the one thing. It's you're keeping two things going. I can move and adapt with this situation, right? Yes, I'm looking at the world. I'm thinking, oof, yeah, no. I'm looking, let's just say, I'll just take my country, mine. I live in Canada. It's like, wow, okay. There's a lot going on here right now. Yeah, absolutely. But how do I help myself? How do I help my community? What do I do for them? What do I do for my family, my friends, my potential friends? Okay? Am I going to run away and escape? No. Am I going to scroll till the days go better? I could do that, but what is it going to accomplish? Is it going to change anything? Is it going to help anybody? No. Can I invest myself in something that will help, that may even bring on more ideas and innovations going forward, make the world a better place, make my country a better place? Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay? We're dealing with the present moment. This card just came in to say that, you know, this was the past, this is the present. We have a chance to do things differently at this point. We can do things very differently. We don't need to follow the path of the past. We also don't need to be burdening ourselves either, because sometimes we live with burdens. We really do. We put a lot on our shoulders. Would escapism be a lot easier? Absolutely. Absolutely. Escapism would be fantastic, right? It would be wonderful. It would be, let's get out of here. Let's do something different. But is it going to really be of any service to you in the end? I just don't feel it. And I know that people don't feel it as well. You know what? I know that people feel it as well. They're scrolling through something, and in the back of their mind, they've always got that thing going on, going, I could be doing something else. I could be doing something else. Their world feels empty somehow. They don't feel filled when they let go of that phone or whatever they've been scrolling. They just look around and see the same old place they were in, the same old situation they were in, and it's like, what did I get here? What did I get from this? Did I get anything? I'm just back at the same old place I was 2 minutes ago, 5 hours ago, right? Let's go back to the Two of Pentacles for a minute. The Two of Pentacles brings in change, growth, creating an opportunity that brings balance between your inner beliefs and your outer reality into harmony. Okay? Life can feel like a juggling act with deadlines, demands, commitment, distractions happening all at once. But when you work and play from a balanced and harmonic platform, even the most complex and conflicting situations can be handled successfully. The key to all of this is flexibility, balance, and having fun recreating energy. The Two of Pentacles is the talent for rebalancing and integrating life's challenges and opportunities with grace and ease. Not escapism, not illusion. It's dealing with the burdens. It's dealing with the problems. Okay? It's turning into something that's growth and helps. Okay? The Two of Pentacles, when it's here, it's time to be open and flexible because change is here or is coming. I think that it's already here. The idea is to make it fun and creative. The stuff that you're trying to escape here, that's what they were trying because this was fun, right? For a moment. Until you needed another hit and then, you know, you had to keep the fun going. This one is it's not guaranteed, but it's a better way of doing it because A, it costs a lot less. 2, you don't have to alter yourself with anything to do it. You just alter your energy. Okay? You become more creative, a creative problem solver. And change helps you grow and expand. New ideas enterprise can be birthed into form from this. Okay? Instead of just raiding the fridge. And it also brings in control of your life and activities. It makes you take the control. It's not taking control away from you. The Judgment card is saying it's time to see what you need to keep, what you need to let go of. And this also talks about that. Okay? It brings a gift of balancing and handling many more things at once. With this, you can handle only one thought at a time. Trust me. Okay? So, it can indicate a turn of events, a transition, and potential. If you're experiencing trouble making decisions, finishing anything, or giving just the outer appearance that everything's good, everything's great, but on the inside it's a mess, take a long look at the Two of Pentacles and its lessons. You can turn burdens into a blessing. Absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely. 100%. Okay? All right, so next up, let's see. What do we have here? We have expectations. Expectations. This is also a pain in the butt card. I think anyway. I mean, if I think about it, yeah, I think it's a pain in the butt card. Why? Because expectations is like, you're expecting something, and if it doesn't turn out exactly the way you envision it, then sometimes we feel like we're a failure, right? Why try? I should just give up. It can be a blessing or a burden. There's that card again. Okay, it can be a blessing or a burden. It can bring you to the point of jubilant excitement, and in the same breath put you under such immense pressure that you're rendered unable to function. The origin of expectations that are set upon you may be varied, a desire to succeed in pleasing, or your own self-expectations. Either way, the pressure to do, to be, or to achieve can be immense. Know that no matter the pressure that you put on you, it's important that you never feel that you must continue if you find that you're experiencing negative consequences as a result of your efforts. You only need to proceed in something if it feels right. You have that right. You have that I keep saying right, but you do. You have that momentum, that decision-making capability to move yourself out of that. Right? It is far more important to do what is right for your own well-being than endure the anguish from failing to meet an expectation. Be genuine in all you do. Operate from an open heart. Never doubt your intuition as it guides you towards what is right for you. You fill your own bucket, and then you'll be able to help fill others. So the lioness in this picture, she reminds you not to fall victim to the expectation of others. And in the process of looking after your pride, ensure that your own expectations are being met. Next, we're going to go to the fellow travelers, the people who are around you to support you. That's the important. Okay? Fellow travelers, it's like support is all around you. Yes, But sometimes we have people around us that we call support, and they're not. They're not support. They're failing us in that. And I know, so you shouldn't expect things from people. No. But you should be able to have good feeling, energetic people around you. They don't owe you anything, but neither do you. It's okay to have people vibing at your own energy. And let's face it, I have people in my life where I have expectations of them. This is a reality, right? My greatest expectation is that they have to pull their own weight. Okay? Everybody is. And when I hear going, well, you know, I just want to live my life the way I want. Well, that's fine. But you don't have to do it in my environment. Okay? I have no problems with you living your own life. But don't make it so that it's a burden on mine. That's what people forget. It's that next part that's forgotten. Right? I saw a child go, I had to move back home, and I loved hearing this because I'm a mother, but she said, I had to move back home because, you know, my relationship went, and she goes, thank you, my parents, but I'd rather cut off my arm than ever stay with my parents again. And I felt like saying, do you think it was great for them to have a child that was gone and they could pick up their own lives and you came and disrupted it? It probably wasn't great for them either. And did they charge you anything to stay with them while you were picking up your life? Did they have to pick up the slack? You know, it's always me, me, me. I was a mother. I thought, how ridiculous, and that she would be actually saying that online to people. And if her parents are listening to this, that's not a thank you. That's a thank you, but I'd rather chew my own arm off than live with you again. Well, you know, maybe you should next time. Not to be mean. But this kind of energy you don't need. It's just getting back to this, okay? People who burden you, who look like support but are not, right? No. Find the people, the support, the real support around you. Be grateful. Make it a symbiotic relationship where it's a give and take, where there's tolerance on both sides. Okay? We live in a strange little world sometimes, and I think people don't see both sides anymore. Everybody's telling their side, but very rarely do we get both sides of the story, which is a very sad, sad, sad part. And that's why I don't partake to a lot of stuff online, but even when I do, it's very hard to get away from being annoyed, being triggered. I think that the time that you give to things should be cultivated, okay? What I do is every once in a while, look for new things that I want to watch. But I make sure that it's really in line with everything that I like, so that if I am part of that channel or part of that group or part of, it's not going to be a one time and then the next time it's going to fall apart. It's something that I want to listen to. It's something that's going to empower me. It's something that's going to give me that push in the right direction, right? And it's something that I can put a block of time to that's going to enrich my life. It's not going to help me escape my life. It's going to be an entertainment. It's going to be a fun thing, a light thing, or a self-help thing, or whatever. But it's not going to be an escape thing. It's going to help my energy. It's going to help me find answers. I'm all about answers. And stay away from the escape and the illusion part. Now this one is going to be very hard, and especially for certain Pisces that I know, because escape and illusion feels great to us, right? We do have that. We do have that. I'm a Pisces. But over time, I've realized that I can create nice little situation of escapism, but I don't have to live there 24/7. I make it a little holiday I take every once in a while, but I don't live there constantly. And you can do the same as well, whether Pisces or not. That is your big message today. It had to do with escapism. It had to do with trying to escape life, escape what's out there, escape how the world's shaped. A lot of us may not like it. And it'd be really easy right now to just, drop into a video game. We're in a video game world. We're in a scrolling world. And it's much easier to just do that than to actually work on one's life. I'm telling you though, if you find something that you can work on in your life that's going to bring you some happiness, situations that you can resolve, things that you can implement going forward that's going to really help you, you can really, really start making a difference in your life. You can start feeling a whole lot better. A whole lot better. All right, so we're going to look at fellow travelers. Support is all around you, first of all. And then we're going to let this go, I think. I think I'm going to let it go. So be open to support and help from others. You don't need to do it alone. Sometimes that support comes from someone you'd least expect. If someone offers you to help, accept it. Trust that your life is guided. Okay? Sharing the journey means that there's support all around you. And they're saying you're getting, of course, help from angels, from guides, all of that. They're only a thought away. Fellow travelers are guiding and supporting you, and they love you deeply and profoundly. They're probably talk about guides and angels, so don't forget about those. They weren't mentioned here. I'm talking more like, day-to-day life. They are guides, though. They are fellow energies, so, don't dismiss them. But they will come in soft breezes, rainbows, feathers that seem to magically appear. Sometimes they'll come in a form of a stranger with a message. These signs let you know that you're going in the right direction and all this is unfolding exactly as it should. Messengers from the Creator come with immense blessings and love. And I do. I'm a messenger as well. I'm bringing you love. A lot of love. Okay? I want you to succeed in life. I don't want you to escape your life. I want you to live it with gusto. I want you to make a difference. Because when you do, you're not only, and I'm going to tell you, it's even selfish purposes. If one day any one of you goes out and does something that has an echo or a vibrational effect on the world, it's coming back to me in some way, shape, or form. And it's going to help my life. So absolutely. There's a selfish reason, okay? We're in this together. We need to help each other, okay? Be open to receive love from others. You are healing, loving force for others as well. And I really want you to be. I don't want you to escape your life. I don't want you to sit around and just, I'm tired of people who think that the burden's always on them. A burden is a blessing. It comes in for you to learn something important on how to move past it. A lot of us have not even thought the next generation how to do this or have forgotten how to do it. But absolutely, this needs to be done. Okay? Look at it straight in the eye. Don't be afraid of it. There's nothing to fear. A burden is not to be feared. It's to be really examined. It's to be taken in and gone, what am I going to do with that? How am I going to, I'm going to honk the horn on, real consciousness of the problem and see the wisdom for what it is. There are great examples of people who have brought consciousness to problems, to there's a word I'm looking for. It's not problems, but to to specific things that caused grief and effort to the world, right? It became very like a burden, right? Who have brought light to burdens. There's many people who have brought light to burdens. You can search them. Martin Luther King Jr., even JFK. There's so many. Gandhi, Thich Nhat Hanh, everybody. Okay, there's many of them. Look at anybody who's dared to speak up about something that was burdensome and shook the planet in awareness, going, pay attention. There's something going on. Okay? Even those are the heroes. But even pick the ones that are not. The ones who were warmongers. The ones who are now. What are they making us conscious of? What kind of burden are they bringing to our life to bring consciousness to go, wait a minute. What are you doing? We just have to look at the dictator of the Second World War to see. He brought a whole bunch of things in, didn't he? He made us look at our fellow human beings and going, whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing? And that's reverberated through the years. You have to thank each and every one of them. They brought awareness. And escaping the messages, either side, is not a way to do anything. Okay? Creating an illusion of something because it's easier doesn't do anything. So right now, look at your life. You don't have to look at the whole world. Just look at your life. If you have a messy room, what are you not dealing with? If you have a relationship that's wavering, what are you not looking at? It's time to deal with it. It's time to become aware. It's time to become conscious of what's going on. It's time to take that burden in the present moment. Okay? Stop expecting things. Start working on, start adapting, bringing magic to it. And enlist the people, the help, the spirit guides, the readers who are here giving you great advice. Okay? Not just telling you this is going to happen to you. Oh, you're going to win the lottery. No, you're not. You might win the lottery of life, though, if you take a bite out of it and figure it out for yourself. You might not even need that. You'll be able to create your own happy in any place you go. That's it for me. I'm done preaching. I am preaching. Oh, I did preach today. Needs to be said. Needed to be said. Needs to be done. Not sorry about it at all. Alright, you guys, I have another channel, Life Path Number Tarot. Just click on that. There's a video explaining all of that. Shorter videos, weekly, awesome channel. Next up here, videos that you might be interested in. More on this channel, playlist. Have yourself a great week. I will see you in the next reading, whenever you choose to come back, if you do. Hope so. Take care.